Why hello everybody, welcome on back to another brand new video, and yours truly, it is me, Devin-Foxy Remastered. And also, today by the way, by any chances that, I actually do want to say before we do get straight into this video exactly, is please be sure to give this video a like and comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified, so that way you guys will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. Thank you. So, today's video, I actually want to be saying is that, guess what, everyone? I got myself 3 books on the most interesting books that I got from the library. So, the only things I got from the library was I'll just show you guys on the front of the page of it, since I actually will show it to you guys anyway, and also, I will actually be talking about, the Sonic movie, movie Sonic. Only going to be suggesting the first movie that I'm going to be talking about. So just remember, when I say I'm going to talk about something, then I will mean I'll be talking about something. So, for starters, we're going to get right this in the way exactly and probably get that all the way through exactly and see how you guys enjoy me talking about the first movie of pretty much movie Sonic. The movie universe. When I say there's a movie universe, then I mean it's a different alternative version than the modern universe. So, let me go on ahead and just talk about the first movie about that exactly. And first off, I'll show you guys this. So, anyway, just get that receipt out of the book. Anyway, so here it is, everybody. The most interesting books I got from the library. And also, trust me, it's about traveling books. Just only traveling books that I only prefer liking going to exactly. Just say, for example, going to Ireland. Which, I'm actually just like in Ireland, so yeah, full Ireland. So that's all I like to say is that I just like going there. But never really gone there, but I would like to go there anyway, so most likely to give that as a try or whatever. But here it is, everybody. Here's the book that, oh yes, it is the Ireland book, known to be is from Lonely Planet. So, anyways, if you guys actually do enjoy the book exactly, then yes, it is definitely the book that I actually did got because, just want to learn about going to places like Ireland and going to like most traveling things exactly. But the problem is, that's going to be an interesting question by saying is like, how am I going to even get there? Which that's a good question, so not even going to ask. So, about the Ireland book, I like it. I mean, I've kind of read the pages on the book exactly, and it's pretty good actually, since, going to certain places that I've never even been there before, going to my favorite 3 places is just like Ireland, France, and then Scotland. And then maybe a little bit of German exactly, since a little bit half German exactly, since I have not gotten that book either, but just like I said, I'm kind of happy with these 3 books. Just happy with the 3 books I like exactly. It's just Ireland, France, and Scotland. Which, that's what I'm going to show you the 2 of the books exactly. Before I do explain how good the movie was of Movie Sonic, which that would be a great question and all to ask, is that it would be a great question. So, anyways, so about this book, about pretty much with the Ireland book, is that it's pretty good. I like it. It's a very good book, to be very honored to say at the least, is that the book I like is pretty good. You know what I'm talking about? The book is very good. I like the book. When I just open the page, I just get to look at all these other pages on the book, and I'm like, wow, these are pretty cool. They're actually pretty cool for once. They're actually pretty cool. So, yeah, that's all I would have to say about the book. And then, as in for such, everybody, is that, most countries I've never even been to, but some others really would have rather gotten a good shot in that. So, again, I just rather just do it for safety, exactly, just go and traveling for safety. But technically, I can't exactly, since I actually do have the 3 books to be looking on the pages from pages, that has pictures in it, so that's all I would say. But, as in for now, guys, that's the book I want to show you guys. This interesting Ireland book. My very favorite country. My very favorite. Because the Ireland blood is the greatest thing to ever have. So, that's just what I have exactly. It's just for Ireland. Because, just basically, that's what I would say. Now, as in for the next book, I'll actually want to be showing you guys is the Scotland book. Yeah, Scotland. I'd say that I do kind of like Scotland because, it has the same name. It definitely has the same name as the first book, exactly the first one. So, gotta say, of the Highlands and then Islands. Is that, well, I gotta say about the book, I kind of read from that exactly is about this book, and it's just like very kind of interesting. Like, it shows maps of the world of pretty much and going to Scotland, and most of that's pretty cool. Like, I actually knew that there were castles. Like, damn, I never knew that Scotland had castles, but I was like, oh, dang, that's interesting. That's interesting. When I shake my head when I say it was like, that's interesting. Like, I like it. It's just very interesting. Like, I'd say the Scotland's book exactly is very good, and I appreciate the book, which is pretty cool. Now, here's the last book. The last book we have is France. Yeah, the France book. I love me some France. Yeah, that's what I like about France. It's just that, France is very independent. I just like how they're intelligent exactly because I kind of like most things are intelligent of France because I kind of like the way how, they have the bread exactly with cooking their bread exactly, and then just going around places and just have like fancy restaurants and just go around to the Eiffel Tower and stuff, just going to Paris. Like, you know, I just kind of like that idea. I just really kind of like the idea of, however, the idea is pretty cool and stuff. And then it's just very good. I just really like it. Like, I get to see the water, just have to say that the water is pretty good, just pretty much going on to like a boat exactly to like scroll around the boat or something to use the paddle or something, just to like use it or do so exactly and just scroll around. Exactly, just go in the water and just have fun. That's what I would probably would say. Like, the book is just awesome, all right? It's just really awesome. And oh, yes, by the same question, it does have the same word as pretty much the other two books, both Scotland and Ireland. So that's all I would have to say. But enough of that now, exactly, which we're going to probably just get into, you know, what was the best reason why I like the first movie? Okay, so the first movie I really want to be pointing out here exactly, and just will probably explain it for the first movie of like movie Sonic 1, or just says movie Sonic. I gotta say, the first movie was not bad. I mean, I'll talk about the first movie and just say is that, well, in this sort of reason exactly of me explaining here is that like, okay, so the first one, I actually have to say for the storyline in the movie as well is just so good. Like, it was really good. Like, it was picturing the whole thing in Green Hills, but into a movie of Green Hills. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, of course it had to be with echidnas versus owls. Like, dang, the owls against echidnas. Like, okay, I would rather side with the echidnas than owls because the reason why I prefer echidnas better than owls is because, oh, echidnas have way much more skill and have much more way of like using their weapons and using their ways of trying to like go after owls for centuries. I'm like, dang, dude, how is that even possible? I was like, wow. I'm like, wow. It's just pretty impossible when you get to know that is impossible with having echidnas versus owls. Like, of course, you have to be on which side you have to go on is by owls or echidnas, and I chose mine was just echidnas because they're cool. They're always pretty cool. By actually learning the martial arts of being an echidna, just learn how to like do stuff. Just however to go on and be going for hunting and going for like whatever exactly to go on and catch owls exactly, but it's impressive. It really is impressive. Which I know, of course, it had to be pretty much about like movie Sonic's mother actually died for like against, of course, against the Echidna tribe, which is pretty much, of course, my movie Knuckles. Exactly, that's just my movie tribes. Just to say that I would have to go on with and just say is that, dang, that is some history I had ever seen and the most interesting history I would ever noticed. So, in the next part of the question, I actually would have to say about like, oh, about the Donut Lord. Yeah, the Donut Lord. Movie Sonic calls him that. And then Pretzel Lady. Man, funny names by coming after fruit names or just interesting food names indeed. Yeah, I don't get what's with movie Sonic these days. By actually saying him, by going on to say is like the Donut Lord, the Pretzel Lady. Man, that's funny. That's funny. Like, that's actually funny. Like, really funny. So, what I'm going to say on this point is just saying is that, oh, the Donut Lord, I gotta say the Donut Lord did a great job, actually, since he was kind of more of a police officer, to say at the least. Like, oh, he kind of works with, pretty much like with Green Hill Zone or something. Pretty much works with Green Hills, which, I mean, not gonna freaking lie, it's just crazy by actually knowing how the heck most of the movie got so well good. Like, it went very good on that first one. I mean, of course, it just has to be movie Sonic doing it on his own exactly, by actually trying to win against Movie Robotnik, or just, should I say, just Jim Carrey exactly, for example, because, oh, let's get on with that, man. Let's get right on with that guy. Is that, well, okay, Jim Carrey is hilarious. In some of the points of the first movie, he was actually hilarious. Before he actually went bald, before he still had hair right on top of his head, before that he was going to be actually be explaining about, some kind of power outage exactly when movie Sonic was in a baseball field. Actually, when he would go super atonically fast, it went like a shockwave right out the whole white world. Like, I was like, dang, wow. Now that's when how things went to be interesting. Like, that's all I would have to say is just like, wow, movie Sonic had to go extra fast and make that as a big, big crash. I'm like, holy goodness, man, holy goodness. Like, I was like, wow, no wonder how he went extra fast. I mean, it's just so similar and different comparing to the modern universe against movie universe. Like, that's two examples of having that reason of that similarity power of something very incredibly different. I'm like, wow, is movie characters really stronger than modern characters? For example, like, isn't that really true? Like, I don't know if it really is true or not true, but it's just a simple good question. Like, who knows? Like, who knows actually? Like, who really knows? So, that's all I would have to say from Movie Robotnik exactly. That Movie Robotnik was pretty good, and I liked the way how he was doing some jokes exactly, that some of them were funny. Like, oh, trust me, it made me laugh in the entire movie. Like, seriously, whenever I went to a movie theater once after when that came out of theaters, oh, trust me, I started laughing like heck. After when I was like, wait, what? Like, Movie Robotnik just go on out and just pretty much talk to the guy that was Tom exactly, that was still known to be the Donut Lord, which I don't know how the heck that movie song keeps calling him that, but it's just kind of interesting for that nickname. It's just an interesting name because he likes donuts. And then why that movie song actually said was that the pretzel lady, but actually whenever he went with that woman, like, I was like, dang, okay. So you're telling me that he likes about talking about food by saying interesting food names, by calling him the Donut Lord, and then the only lady who probably does whatever by doing pretzels, which, okay. And then, of course, there was a reference about, like, Sonic. Okay, that was a reference after when some kind of crazy guy that was actually by saying was like, I'm gonna get you, you blue devil! And then he says, like, no, you're not! Like, I laughed at the one time thing after when he got himself set up by his own traps. When that even went around, and I was like, like, yeah. That there, I just didn't get why the heck actually, by some crazy guy that actually was carrying a freaking shotgun right in the forest. Or maybe a chainsaw lately, I don't know. But I wasn't really paying attention between who even had it anyway, but I was like, wait, you for real now? Wait, you for real? And then that's all I would have to say. It's just, that's all I would have to say. Now, the next thing exactly with his other friend that is also pretty much known to be is Tom's friend exactly, that, oh yeah, Tom's friend was actually pretty okay, exactly, until there was an awkward moment until Movie Robotnik came right in here and just said was something else exactly before he went silent again and just whispered to him on the phone anyway while Movie Sonic was in a bar. Literally in a bar, pretty much with some other people exactly, before Tom, known as the Donut Lord, had to go on and get some food in the gas while pretty much they were on their road trip to get all the way to pretty much San Frisco, pretty much to get all of Movie Sonic's rings, pretty much all of his rings. Actually, if you guys know what I'm saying or talking about, that about like the ring portals. Actually, the portals of the rings. Yeah, that's what I would say. Some of the rings of portals. But at the moment, I'd have to say it was just kind of interesting. That I would say after when some kind of fight actually went on or whatever. But I was like, that is something interesting and something else. That's how I found out, and that found out that was interesting. So it got pretty interesting after when the first movie of Movie Sonic got pretty good. So I gotta give it to that, was pretty good. And oh yes, afterwards, I like the fact after when the ring portals were actually sending them on a long of a run, exactly from countries to countries. I was like, dang, did Movie Sonic actually teleported himself there? After when Movie Robotnik was catching him on foot, I was like, oh, interesting. That was interesting. And until afterwards, they got back into their own city afterwards. And I was like, what is Movie Robotnik really going to do now after when that got to be interesting? And oh yes, after something else went interesting, by the way, was that after when Movie Sonic pretty much became a little stronger with the powers of his own power, I was like, wait, this could be good. This could be really serious right here. And I was like, oh snap, okay, that was good. And after when he pushed Movie Robotnik all the way back, I was like, huh, huh, interesting, much more likely. Interesting. Like, that there, I'd say, made it interesting. And I was like, huh, okay. I mean, okay. So, that's all I would have to say. It was just, nice. So anyway, again, everybody, I have to say about the whole movie of pretty much Movie Sonic was actually freaking awesome. Like, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because, it was kind of okay. I kind of liked it when it was just Movie Sonic himself, exactly, by getting him more and more camera time for much more other people to get more and less camera time in the movie. I was like, huh, okay, well, it's kind of fine. I kind of like it. It was a fair odd and a fair reason by saying with whatever the reason it was, but it made it to be fair, and I liked it how the way it was, and it was just magnificent, and I'd say it was just freaking good job. Like, I was like, nice work. Really, again, nice work. So, yes, I'd say Movie Sonic's movie, number one, was actually freaking good. It had so many good things in it. It turned out pretty good as I expected. Just an okay way, but I kind of preferred it with more characters. And, oh, yes, before it got more interesting, I like the fact about when something else did happen, by the way, was like, oh, Movie Tales literally showed up. I was like, wait, you for real? Movie Tales actually showed up? I'm like, wow, he came out of the ring portal and actually started by knowing where Movie Sonic even is. I was like, huh, this could actually make things interesting. And then, boom, it got to be interesting. And that's when Movie Tales had showed up to arrive. Whenever he got to, in Movie Sonic's hometown, exactly before he became hero, exactly, that he actually defeated Movie Robotnik, known as Jim Carrey, and sent him blast off flying exactly right in that ring portal to even head into the Mushroom Planet. I was like, dang, that's when he ended up. And oh yes, he actually did lost all of his hair, which I don't know how he did all of it. I think he probably did it with some kind of knife to cut all that hair off of him, which was just like, okay. So that's what everyone wanted to see, was just Movie Robotnik and then Movie Eggman. which that's kind of the two different similar things exactly between those examples exactly, which that's all that is. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. Please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way you guys will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And if you want to see more new videos coming up right now on my first channel, go ahead and immediately subscribe. And also, if you guys want to tell me in the comments what you guys thought of the movie Sonic movie, of the first one, then I'd like to see what you guys have to say in the comments or whatever. But I gotta say, the movie was just awesome as heck. It was totally cool, and it was actually the best thing I'd ever seen, and it was well freaking done and absolutely perfect at the same time. Like, it went perfect as anything else, actually. When it was showing more and more things to go, I was like, huh, okay, well, that's just how interesting it got to be. So, yes, it was 10 out of 10, everyone. It was just 10 out of 10. So, if you guys want to see more new videos coming on my first channel, go ahead. And I mean, go right ahead and immediately subscribe. So, if you guys enjoy this, thank you everyone for having an awesome time of me and enjoying to say is like how great the movie was. It was freaking good. Like, it was actually pretty good. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. And without that being said, and also whatever, is that if you guys want to be an official Devin-Foxy fan, go ahead and subscribe. If you guys have or have not, then I immediately will say go ahead and subscribe. So if I were you guys, go ahead and subscribe. So anyway, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and then the next time. And with that being said, I definitely wanted to make this video for you guys for something very interesting of why I like that movie at the #1 movie. Was just, it was okay. It was okay. It was very mastering, perfect. You know, if very much likely the best ways into the movie was actually pretty good. Like, the best masterpieces were pretty good. Very amazing. So, alrighty. So anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Peace out and bye-bye. See you guys next time.